I'm delighted to be joined today by Sue Maidens, Chief Executive Officer of Fusion Maidstone. Hypertension Heroes at the Fusion Healthy Living Centre were successful at the Kent and Medway Healthwatch Recognition Awards 2024 in the Excellence in Empowered Communities category, where the project was recognised for outreach into the local community to support identification and self-management of hypertension. So thank you so much for joining me today, Sue.
Oh, thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Start off with, could you tell me a little bit more about Hypertension Heroes?
Yeah, sure. Hypertension Heroes is a volunteer-led project which directly empowers communities to address health inequalities, so fits perfectly with Fusion, focusing on the self-management of hypertension. Volunteers are trained to be community champions or hypertension heroes and set about supporting communities by providing blood pressure readings, educating communities on how to take and monitor their own blood pressure, as well as offering guidance and signposting. Not only is this an early intervention, it's also a preventative step which could prove life-saving as it flags warning signs which may require a medical intervention. Hypertension Heroes also alleviates the need to visit a GP surgery. The delivery method is also relaxed and therefore addresses potential white coat syndrome, allowing for more accurate blood pressure readings.
Excellent.
In terms of Fusion, we first became involved with Hypertension Heroes in early 2023. So EK360 trained 7 volunteers and 3 coordinators. We delivered a static session from our centre in Parkwood every Monday afternoon. At the same time, we investigated opportunities to deliver outreach sessions, which resulted in Hypertension Heroes being accessible on a monthly basis at the local Parkwood Community Larder and at Morrison's on Sutton Road. And we also, which I'm very proud of, delivered an outreach session at Kent Police's HQ at Coldharbour to their force control room. Yeah, so that was really good, really good.
Oh, that sounds absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And could you tell me a little bit more about the impact that you've seen it having?
Oh, so very impactful is all I can say to that. An example of that is one of our own volunteers took her own blood pressure, which flagged as very high, came in the very high category. Oh, wow. So this prompted her GP to make contact to discuss and implement a treatment plan. The overall impact has been very positive and the project has been very well received in the local community. I thought what I do here is just share some quotes.
Yeah, please do.
From people that have participated. So we have impressed with the centre and Hypertension Heroes, would encourage friends and families to visit Hypertension Heroes, as I preferred this to a GP surgery. So that comes back to what I said earlier about the white coat syndrome, and a valuable intervention. 97% of those who engage with the programme through us would encourage friends and family to attend a Hypertension Hero session. So overall, yeah, hugely impactful.
Absolutely.
And very accessible, yeah.
I was going to say that absolutely, I love those quotes because they really help bring it to life, don't they? And you actually realise to what degree it's had an impact on people. Could you tell me a little bit more about Fusion Maidstone as well?
I'll try and do this very, very, very small for you.
Thank you.
So we're a health and wellbeing charity. We're based in Parkwood. So just for a bit of information there, Parkwood is an area of high deprivation, which sits in the top 10% of the most deprived wards nationally. So quite a high health inequality statistics here, which echoes back to what I said earlier, wasn't it? This sits perfectly with what we do. We have been part of the local community for over 20 years and are probably regarded as a bit of a community hub and a gateway. So our prime focus is addressing health inequalities by bringing services and activities to the local community. Our 4 objectives are public health, food and fuel poverty, social isolation and mental health. We are a small charity with a staff team of 11 made up of both full and part-time. the backbone of our charity has to be our volunteer team. Which currently consists of 85 registered volunteers, 70 of which are active.
That's an amazing amount.
Yeah, we constantly review and adapt to what the need in the local communities, and that was highlighted even more so as we came out of COVID. There was lots of new need identified. Our mission is and always has been to promote the health, education, recreation opportunities, self-improvement and community support capacity of residents in Parkwood and the wider Maidstone area. Fusion does this by developing projects, initiatives, activities and opportunities delivered directly by us or by our network of partner agencies. So there you go, a little bit about Fusion.
No, it sounds like you've been making such a positive difference in those 2 decades. So, and can I just ask, how did it feel to you to be recognised at the Kent and Medway Healthwatch Recognition Awards?
Oh, absolutely amazing. What a fantastic evening, which showcased so many worthwhile projects and recognising them for their contribution and commitment to their local communities. All the Hypertension Heroes volunteers and myself were made to feel very special. Fusion's Hypertension Heroes volunteers fully embraced the programme delivery, researching outreach opportunities, coordinating and delivering both static and outreach sessions, and continually sharing ideas for the growth of the programme. To be acknowledged for this commitment at the Healthwatch Recognition Awards was a truly magical part of Fusion's Hypertension Heroes journey. Empowering communities sits at the heart of Fusion. This is why Hypertension Heroes is such a good fit with our organisation. So yeah, it was a great evening. It really was wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. Yeah.
That is so great to hear. And it just sounds like you've been providing such an invaluable service to so many over the last 20 years. And like you're saying, empowering communities is such at the heart of what you do. But would you be able to let us know what's next for you?
Right, yeah. So we're going to carry on.
Good to hear.
Yeah, we've recently trained 5 new Hypertension Heroes volunteers and another 3 coordinators. Our plans are to continue delivery of this worthwhile project by providing 1 static session from our centre in Parkwood on a monthly basis and focus on outreach sessions further afield, such as at Maidstone Leisure Centre, local businesses on the Parkwood Industrial Estate, and further explore opportunities with organisations such as Kent Police, Kent Fire and Rescue, to offer this service to their staff teams. We would also like to engage a younger demographic to raise awareness of the importance of checking blood pressure. Courtesy of the National Lottery, we have recently launched our Parkwood Connects project at Fusion. This has allowed us to employ 2 new outreach workers, which will be based in the community, as well as delivering drop-in sessions and community engagement events in Parkwood. This is an ideal platform to deliver Hypertension Heroes and to raise awareness of the project and its importance. So that's what we're intending to do.
That sounds brilliant. And what is so lovely to hear that you don't rest on your laurels at all. You're always looking ahead, always future facing about what you can do next. So that's so great to hear. And would I be able to ask you, what does Healthwatch mean to you?
Yeah, definitely. So for me, Healthwatch is the voice of the community who has the power and connections to give genuine grassroots feedback to the healthcare providers, whether that's GPs, dentists, care homes or other support services. This type of intervention allows for improvements in the standard of care. Healthwatch champion for a pleasant, seamless patient journey, which is available and the same for everyone. Personally, I've used Healthwatch to get help and information, a fantastic service, which I cannot find fault with.
Oh, that is so great to hear. It really is that it's had that effect on you. So thank you for sharing that. And just as a last question, Sue, is there any advice that you would give to people thinking of nominating a project for next year's Kent and Medway Healthwatch Recognition Awards?
Yeah, nominate Fusion. I'm kidding.
Like what you did there.
My advice would be, if there's a project which is working in the community to promote better access to health services, is listening to the local communities on barriers and challenges faced in accessing health services, is empowering communities to self-monitor or is working collaboratively to achieve improved health services, then please nominate them. As mentioned previously, the VCSE sector is driven by passion and a desire to improve people's lives. They are not often recognised for their hard work, commitment and dedication, so receiving a Healthwatch Recognition Award would be amazing and will reinforce that work they do as valued, acknowledged and appreciated.
Oh, 100%. I think that's so powerful, isn't it? Thank you so much for that, Sarah. I really appreciate your time today. Thank you for joining us. And I really look forward to seeing how you guys progress over the next few months.
No, thank you. It's been great. It's really nice to get the voice out there. So yeah, thank you ever so much for the opportunity.
I'm grateful to be joined by Caroline Strong, Empowering Communities Manager and Nominator of the Hypertension Heroes project at Fusion Maidstone at the Kent and Medway Healthwatch Recognition Awards. Caroline, thank you for joining me. And can you tell me a little bit about what prompted you to nominate such an amazing project?
Hi Anne-Marie, yes of course. So the reason I nominated Hypertension Heroes is because the project is having such an impact within communities that are experiencing health inequalities and they may not necessarily be accessing primary care. In Kent and Medway, the average recorded prevalence of hypertension, so high blood pressure, is around 15%. But the Hypertension Heroes are showing that around 26% of people attending sessions are receiving a high or very high blood pressure reading.
Wow.
This suggests that the project is reaching people in need of treatment who may not normally be accessing primary care, giving our Hypertension Heroes the opportunity to teach those who attend these sessions to take their own blood pressure at home, giving them advice on lifestyle to help manage and lower their blood pressure. Fusion came on board in phase 3 and they really hit the ground running. They attended loads of outreach opportunities, including community larders and Morrisons. They were attending the community larder once a month and Morrisons once a month.
Fantastic.
Which means that they were capturing people that wouldn't necessarily be attending Fusion Healthy Living Centre. So again, within the Fusion and the numbers that they were seeing, 31% of people attending had a high or very high blood pressure reading. So this is showing, a good sort of 5% higher than what we'd seen previously. And as Sue's mentioned previously, that they're reaching the members of their community that fall within the 10% most deprived within the country. The volunteers have also said that they really value being part of the project as if they feel like they're making a difference to people's lives.
Oh, that's so great to hear.
Fusion and the Hypertension Heroes to me really embodies the ethos of empowering communities. And so I had no hesitation in nominating them for the Kent and Medway Healthwatch Recognition Awards.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that with me, Caroline. It's so great to hear how such fabulous projects are really giving agency to people and allowing them to take control of their health.
Absolutely, and that's what we're here for.